Okay, so so that's the formula, right, for this cell, right? Number of months times the monthly payment. Okay, so now we want to calculate the amount of interest that's saved. So it's easier to start from this cell right here, because if you look, the amount of interest saved, it's the base loan payment minus the total loan payment for the shortened loan. But we always want to compare to the base loan payment. So let's make this into an absolute address. Like that. Okay, and so if I hit enter, then I can fill this down. Okay, that's what I get. Okay, so remember what this is, right? This just means that the number is too large to fit in the column. So how do I fix that? Let me show you the nice way. I go to Home, I go to Format, and I go Auto Fit Column Width, and then it makes the column wide enough to display this. Also, if I fill this up, then I'll get that formula that was shown in the handout for how to start off the amount of interest saved. Okay, but if you do it the way we just did, it's actually a little easier to understand how these numbers are coming about like this. Okay, so this extra column helps us to look at the numbers a little bit better, and we're seeing if we pay more per month by shortening the loan, then of course the amount of interest saved in today's dollars, it gets bigger and bigger. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. We don't see the actual trend. Now, I should save my work, okay, because I did a lot of work. I don't want to repeat it. So I go File, Save, and I'm going to start off in my Documents folder and go into my ics100 Tuesday, Thursday folder. I'm going to call this my assignment 12. Okay, so these numbers that you see here are the numbers that you would see at this point, which is the starting point. Okay, now we're going to do some trial and error things to figure out, to get some more exact numbers for certain things. Okay, so if you look at this, the extra monthly payment, $125.27. Oh, that's fine. That's to pay it off in exactly 26 years. But I want to do a slightly different way of looking at the what if analysis. And I want to say, what if I pay $100 extra each month? Well, turns out I cannot easily just set this to 100. The way that I have to make this equal to $100 is by changing the number of years for the loan. So instead of having a nice round number here, I'm going to have a number that is like goes 2 or maybe even 3 decimal places past the number of years to get a nice number, a nicer number here. Yeah, and we're not going to shoot for absolute precision. We're going to try to get within 25 cents of a target amount. So what we want to do is we want to hit the following target amounts eventually: 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. So we want to hit all of those target amounts. And we're going to do it using trial and error. Okay, so how do we do that? Here's the basic rule of thumb. To decrease the extra monthly payment, we have to increase the years for the loan, right? Increase years for the loan, less extra monthly payment. We decrease the years for the loan, that's to increase the extra monthly payment. So these two columns, they move in opposite directions. So to make this smaller, so it approaches 100, I have to make this bigger. So the way I'm going to make it bigger is I'm going to just go in a real methodical fashion. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger by going a number in the tens place. I'm going to put in 26.1 and then hit enter. And if you look, this was 125. Now it's down to 121. So we're a little closer. Now you could try to skip around, but for most people that's not a good idea. So I click up here. I hit a backspace. I just go one increment higher. And you look, okay, I'm getting closer to 100, so I know I'm moving in the right direction. I got to make this bigger. So I click up here, then I click up in the formula bar, so I don't have to retype everything. Then I'm going to replace this with a 3, right? I just go real methodically. Okay, and went from 118 to 114. Okay, so I'm getting closer. Okay, so let's go make that one increment higher. And I'm getting closer.